today we are going to do a live Q&A, live via Skype. You're not going to be able to see them, but you are going to hear them, and they have questions for me. So I will introduce to you Aozora. Say hi.
Hi and good evening from Britain.
Yay! And Seth Triggs.
Hello.
Yay!
I'm from the U.S.
Yay! And me. I'm from the U.S. too. Seth is from way up north. I'm from slightly down south, or something like that. So,
Not gonna say a thing.
you do not say a thing. Not until I tell you to say a thing. So say a thing. Who's got questions for me?
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had in your life?
My most embarrassing moment ever in my life, and believe me, I make a lot of embarrassing moments. Okay, picture this. I'm 14 years old. I'm wearing this beautiful white dress, which I hated, with a cute little pink ribbon tied in a bow. I hated it. And I'm walking down the aisle. No, nobody's getting married. I am in a church. I am about to be baptized and have my first communion and my confirmation all at once. Innocent little me. I'm so pure, so innocent. All the kids in the group home were there. All the nuns were there. The teachers were there. My volunteer foster family was there. Everybody was there. So there I am standing up at the font, at the basin thing, and I did all the stuff I'm supposed to do, and I have my head hanging over the font like this, and the priest has this cup, and he pours the water, which is supposed to go on my head. This right here, my head. Does it go on my head? No. It went down my back, and I shot straight up, and I went, Jesus fucking Christ, that's cold!
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
And I was
Oh, they did it wrong.
and I stopped, and everybody was silent. They were, except for the nuns. The nuns are crossing themselves. And, you know, there's looks of horror on people's faces. Of course, the kids were laughing. So I turn around, I look up at the priest, and I said, "Forgive me, Father, for I have just sinned. It's been seconds since you baptized me."
That must have made quite a conversation for that night.
Oh, it was awkward.
Bet it was.
Seth, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, actually, so, what are the most common reactions you get when you're at cons, when people encounter Katalina?
Oh my gosh, she's so cute! Can I take a picture? Can I pull on your tail? Can I play with this? Can I have a hug?
I had my tail fly off at London Meet because somebody hugged it. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Aozora,
What?
do you have? I see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth. Do you have a question?
What made you make Katalina?
Okay, so years and 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 years ago, I was role playing with another furry. His name was Remy, and we were trying to think of a name for a character, and I liked Snow Leopard, so I picked Snow Leopard. And we came up with the name Katalina, and so Katalina was just a character for this particular role-play story that we were doing. And after a while, I really got attached to the character. Like, I just really liked how I was making her be. And when it came time for me to decide on a persona, and at the time, my furry persona was just a gray cat, I decided, you know, I like the character Katalina. She's very much like me, and, yeah, so I kind of took Katalina from the role play standpoint and just incorporated her into my persona because I liked it.
Nice.
So
That's
yeah.
pretty awesome.
That is actually.
Yeah.
Mine was just drawn up from a piece of paper on a very, very drowsy night. It's like, what do I want this persona? That'll do.
That's pretty cool. Well, so I wonder, what actually got you into furry-dom in the first place? How did you become aware of it? What did you think of it?
I became aware of furry again via role-playing. I was role-playing a lot on AOL, and a friend of mine had a wolf character and asked if I would play her character's daughter. And I was like, okay. How do I do that? She goes, well, just look up furry or anthropomorph. So I did, and the first site I found was Yipstar, back when it was Yipstar and not so furry. And so I looked into it, and I'm not going to lie, I found furry porn and went, whoa! I was like...
Yeah, most people do.
I was like, this is a thing? And so I started looking into it and realized what it was. I was like, hey, I think I like this. And, well, there you go. Again, role play. But it's ironic because at the time I was like, oh, I'm never going to get a fursuit. I'm not going to get that far into the fandom. Hi!
Me and you both. I'm like, oh, I can never afford one.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
At
it.
some point. And another one coming, and then a free one coming, which is being made by a friend who just said, I'm going to make you one.
I have no persona, so I can't do that.
Your voice would sound like a bear. It sounds kind of bear-like. Anyway,
I can see that.
Katalina,
What?
what is the most shocking pose you've ever done in that fursuit at a meet?
At a meet?
Yep.
Oh, that's easy. There you go. I think I just...
And at home?
No.
I bet I know what it is at home.
Next.
But we want to keep this PG-13, so we're not going to go to that sector.
So I'd like to ask, what do you think is your favorite thing about the furry fandom in general? What's your
Ooh.
favorite thing?
My favorite thing about the fandom is meeting everybody. I just love interacting with everybody and meeting people, and for the most part, everybody is really open and awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that too. That's something I really have enjoyed about the fandom. Like, it's very easy to meet people.
It is, and I mean, I love going to the conventions, and I love being in my fursuit and being cute and funny, and I love the attention. I won't deny that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a fursuiter, and I wouldn't be making videos and playing with my hair and being a kitty. No!
You were an extremely adorable kitty. I think you were like snow leopards most of all. I'm a big fan of snow leopards. You realize I like lynxes very much. I don't see a lot of those.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions?
When did you first meet JT?
When?
When?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, I did answer that in a few videos ago, but I met him in real life at Fur Friday 07. Moving on.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. Hey, so I wonder, are there any things about the fandom that annoy you sometimes? Any sort of characteristics?
Oh, yes. Yes. Here we go. I will just do a list. I hate the women hating thing. I hate the vagina. I hate the fact how some furries seem to think that furry is, that they're being persecuted Persecution. I hate that. And I hate how they compare it to some of the world's worst atrocities that's happened.
Yeah.
I really hate the snobby attitudes that some people have. I really hate the double standard that sometimes seems to crop up in the fandom. I hate when some people refuse to shower.
Oh.
There was somebody like that at London Fermi, and people stood wells away from it.
Exactly. I really hate the overly drama crap that happens, and I hate it when there's always that one fur that has to ruin it for everybody when they're at a hotel.
You can't have nice things.
No. I really hate the ones that perpetuate the bad image that furry has, which overlooks all the wonderful things that furry has done. So that I don't like.
Yeah. What I think is fortunate is that over time is what happens with anime. As more people get into it, then there will be less people that will focus upon the weirder folks. And I think one thing that we can take away too is that furry is kind of an old meme when it comes to trolls.
Oh yeah.
People don't go and go, oh yeah.
I mean,
furries, ha ha ha.
we're pretty much an easy target, but we're an old target. You know, we're done. Just leave us alone and let us do our thing.
Yeah.
That you be
people like for liking furries too. Like in Pittsburgh, for example, they roll out the welcome mat for the cons.
Yep.
How's that sippy cup song go?
Because it brings in all the monies.
Yeah.
How
makes the world go round.
Yes,
Aozora.
it does.
Aozora, how does that sippy cup song go?
I forgot.
Ah! Sippy cup.
Sippy cup.
Yeah, there's a sippy cup song I gotta sing.
Oh, let me try and get someone back in here.
Sippy cup. Sippy cup.
Sippy cup.
Anyways, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There they are, standing by the road. Boom, boom, boom. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Oh, Zabu. Anyway,
Hey.
Zazu, not Zabu. Sorry, Zabu. Okay, let's see. Next question. Hi.
How much did the fursuit cost you?
My first suit cost me $1,700.
Not bad for what it is.
That's a great quality suit, I gotta
Yeah.
say.
Well, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with it, but yeah. I painted
Ear
her nose
vents.
last night.
Ear vents.
No, but then if I have ear vents, then I won't be able to wear my loxes.
You will be able to.
Loxes.
You will be able to have ear vents. You know why?
Why?
They go through the fur on the head into the head itself.
Head.
Kind of like this.
Head.
Oh.
Kind of like that.
Head.
Oh.
Head.
That's pretty neat. So what is the biggest challenge about fursuiting anyway? Like it's nothing
The
I'd
heat.
ever be able to do.
The heat.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say the heat. Or the last video that I did when I was still really sick. Being sick when you're sneezing and coughing, that was a challenge. Eating is a challenge. But the biggest challenge is the heat.
Yep. The biggest challenge is going to the bathroom.
Well, okay, going to the bathroom is an issue too, but
Imagine this. If you're really desperate for it and you're in full suit and you're really bursting, you've got to get to that room, get the head off, get the bodysuit off, then...
Been there, done that. In fact, that happened to me at AC.
Story.
Okay, so it was at AC, not last year, but the year before.
Okay.
I had gone across the street to have something to eat, and it hit me really bad. And I was in full suit, and I had to get all the way back to my room, which was on floor 40-something or other.
Oh, God.
I didn't have a key to get in, and nobody was in the room, and the maid wouldn't let me in, so I called JT, and I was sitting in the hallway rocking back and forth crying.
Oh.
Because I was in a lot of pain.
Oh.
I had to poop. But I did poop. Not in my suit. In the bathroom. Where it belongs.
Well done. Well done.
I used the litter box. I used the litter box.
Because you're a big cat now.
Because I'm a big cat now.
Yeah.
How the hell does that song go?
Sippy
Cup.
But he's not here.
Sippy Cup. I can't remember how it goes. I promised I'd sing it, and I don't remember. It's from 2.5 Men. Something about drinking from a sippy cup.
Where does it come from?
My butt?
No. The the sippy cup song.
No idea.
It came from 2.5 Men.
Oh.
The thing is,
It's probably on YouTube somewhere.
I can't remember. It goes with it sings to the tune of a regular song that we always sing, and I can't remember it now. I keep thinking I'm a little teapot, but that's not it. Sippy
I'm
cup.
a little sippy cup.
Nope, that's definitely not it. I drink from a sippy cup 'cause I'm a big cat now. I don't know. Anyways, next question, because I'm starting to get...
It's a creditable effort.
Your turn, sir.
Okay.
Your turn.
So, what do you think are the best fursuit performers out there? Just out of curiosity.
Ooh, I that's a tough question for me to answer because I don't know the names of them. But one of the best performers I had ever seen came from Japan. And
Oh, is it the red, white, and black wolf-looking thing?
I think so.
Or a cheetah?
What? Well, the one who juggles all the stuff.
I can't remember if he juggled, but I remember he stacked chairs up really
Same
high.
one. Same one.
He by far is
Wow.
the best one I've seen. I just don't know his
he
name.
is.
That
He's
is
really
awesome.
I'm a kitty.
That's a lot of work. Yeah, you know what? I have a great admiration for fursuiters who do all kinds of neat little performances too. That's extremely hard to do when you're in a suit.
It's hard for me to be sitting here.
It's like with JT. Like, how do you even play
Oh my God,
music
I don't know
while you're
how
in a
JT
suit?
does
That's
what he does.
Incredibly difficult.
And he climbs trees, plays basketball, rolls around, runs around in 90-degree weather. He's insane. Okay, next
He must
question.
be a nerd to the temperature.
I think so. Well, he's from Texas.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Okay, Zara, your turn.
Texas.
Question.
I've run out.
You run out of questions.
Oh.
Look at the
what
list
can
that I
ask
sent you. Because those are the questions you asked me.
What? Just answer all the questions I did earlier then.
Well, if you don't have any more questions, that's actually pretty good because I think the video's gone on pretty good. So,
Yeah.
All right.
and that'll give us time if you want to do something a little subservient. Doesn't that just sound so suggestive? So, okay.
Fly to Britain and come in my room.
No! Okay, everybody, on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, share it with your friends. If you feel so inclined to do silly kitty art of a kitty, I would love that. And I will post that stuff. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Fur Affinity. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me in the morning. You can follow me at night. You can follow me when you want to come and follow me. Bye!
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Little ghost, what I'm scared of the most. Can you spare me up a little bit of love? I'm the only one